I will talk on data management and data analysis. At the beginning, you have to write a data management plan, which contains everything you will do with the data, how you will capture them, how you will store them, how you will share them, and how you will protect them. Of particular notice is that human biomonitoring data are personal data, and so they have to be treated with respect for privacy. This means that the individual participants need to know why their data will be used and how they will be shared. Data scientists should work with coded data, the pseudonymized data, so that they cannot identify the study participants. Individual data may never be published. Only aggregated data can be published. With respect to the data analysis, you have to start always with making a statistical analysis plan when you know what the research questions are. Then you have to think about how you will analyze the data and which variables you need. This will also help you to define the questionnaires and make sure that the information on the variables you need are included in the questionnaires. What will you do once you have the data? You have biomarker concentrations measured in urine or in blood samples. Some of them may be very low, even below the limit of quantification. What you will do then is you may give these samples an imputed value, an imputed concentration. This may be a fixed number, for example, the limit of quantification divided by 2, or this may be a randomly generated low concentration. In this way, this data will be still included in the data analysis, in the further data analysis. So then you will calculate the exposure distributions of the populations. This means the median values, the different percentiles, and of particular importance is the 95th percentile. This characterizes the high exposure group because 5% of the biomarker concentrations of the individuals have still biomarker concentrations above this 95th percentile. You can calculate the exposure distributions for the whole of your study populations, but you can also do it separately for men and women, for participants from rural areas, urban areas. The only thing is that you have to have enough participants in that subgroup, and it should be a thumb rule is it should be about 80 individual participants. You can also link your biomarker concentrations with information from your questionnaire. For example, information on lifestyle, on potential pollution sources, on environmental characteristics, on characteristics of the study population itself. You use multivariate statistics for it. And this will also tell you which factors, which determinants are important for your exposure levels. This is useful for policymakers, but also for the population, because you can learn in this way which determinants influence your exposure and how you can protect yourself better. You can also develop indicators based on the biomarker data by calculating in the same way in different campaigns. And then, for example, you can study time trends or differences between different regions. You can also learn something about the health risks by combining the biomarker concentrations with the effect biomarkers or with health endpoints measured in the same individuals. In this way, you can learn also by using multivariate statistics to what extent the exposures contribute as an influential factor to your health endpoint. But you can also compare your biomarker concentrations of your population with the health-based human biomonitoring guidance values. These guidance values are developed not statistically, but by panels of experts based on the current available epidemiological and toxicological database. If your biomarker concentrations are above this health-based guidance value, this means that there is a concern for health risks. Below, it's considered as safe. These guidance values have no legal implications, and they may change over time because they depend on the knowledge base on that moment. But they are very helpful to learn more about the fraction of the population which is at risk. They do not exist for all biomarkers because not for all biomarkers there is enough toxicological and epidemiological information available. Anyway, yeah, you can do very important things with your data analysis, and it's necessary to really feed the societal and the policy debate on how to better protect the population from environmental hazards related to chemicals.